YouTube, it's Stewart here from the Haydon Family YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to discuss with you ways of using communication to not only cope with tantrums, but to also stop them in the first place. So, how will communication help you? Well, sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Hey YouTube, just a quick introduction to the channel, particularly for those of you new. I'm Stewart, married to my wife Emily, with our beautiful baby daughter Mia. And this channel was set up to offer product reviews, toy reviews, and also tips and tricks that we've learned as new parents in this wonderful journey. So, if this sounds like something you're interested in, then please hit that subscribe button below. And a big thank you to those who already have. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. For any comments, I'll look to come back to you ASAP. In the meantime, let's get into it. Hey YouTube, so Mia is now 2 years old. And what a wonderful, wonderful age it is. Her personality has come out amazing. She can do so much. Her talking is brilliant. Her walking, running. She plays football twice a week. She goes swimming. It really is a magical, magical time. But 2 years of age does bring challenges as well, and that main one is tantrums. And Mia does like to have a tantrum. She has them quite often. She's very, very strong-minded, and obviously she knows a lot more than mum and dad. And we've found that the best way to cope with tantrums is by using communication. And I'll start off with communication when the tantrum is happening. So we're in the midst of a major tantrum because a card's fallen on the floor she didn't want to, or the knife that she uses to cut her cheese in her toys isn't the right colour, or something massive like that. Well, when she's like this, we found the best thing to do, and I know lots of people say just leave them to cry it out, but we haven't done that. We feel that communication has been the best way. So when she's crying, we will try and pick her up and calmly speak to her, and we'll start by saying, Mia, listen ears, use your listening ears, and point her ears and touch her ears so she knows there's an action there. Try and snap her out of a bit. And normally it will pause her enough to start listening to us. And then we'll simply start talking to her like an adult. Sort of saying, okay, darling, what's the matter? Has that fallen off and you didn't mean it to? Or do you not like that? At first, she'll still be crying and crying and crying. But we'll keep calm, but we'll keep talking to her. We'll keep trying to communicate. So she can understand ever such a lot, and she can answer back to us as well. Yes, no's, and also more in terms of colours and not on there and over there and sit down there and whatever else. So she can talk quite a bit, which makes this easier. So we will try and communicate with her, and we'll ask her questions, probing questions. What's wrong with that? Trying to distract her, and also trying to make her understand that we're feeling her pain. And that's what it is. She's feeling pain. It's the massively, massively upset for her. It's huge. So we want her to know that we understand, and we're going to try and work through it together as a team. Mia, Mommy and Daddy are going to work through this problem together like a team. So we'll try and communicate, try and find out what the problem is. And then we'll try and offer a solution to the problem. Do you want me to go and get this for you instead? Do you want me to pick that up? Do you want to go and look at that? Something like that. We'll try and solve the problem. And then we found if we can't solve the problem and she's still upset, to try and come up with something else for her to do. So if she's really upset with her toy kitchen, well, we'll say, okay, darling, well, why don't we all play with the ice cream truck together? So what we'll do then is we'll try and encourage her to play with another toy to try and help move past the problem. So one of us will go, right, I'm going to make a double strawberry ice cream with some mint on top. Do you want one, darling? And she'll probably still be crying a little bit, but she'll be starting to come round a little bit. And then I'll go make an ice cream for Em. So I'll make a double strawberry ice cream, mint on top, and so on. And I'll pass that to Em. And then she'll start looking up as if to say, that looks quite fun what mum and dad are doing. I think I might try doing that. And we tend to find that if we can continue to do that, start playing with other toys with her, try and distract her, then that will finally solve the problem if the other things haven't before. And it might well be by opening the communication lines when it's happening that we can solve whatever's up with her. So we don't like the idea of just letting her cry it out. We try and talk to her, trying to communicate with her. So that's solving the problem when the tantrum's there. But in our opinion, the best way is to try and avoid the tantrum in the first place. And we find the best way to do that, again through communication, is speak to her and ask her what she would like to do. So if she wants cereal, we'll take her in the kitchen and we'll say, okay, darling, do you want Weetabix today? Do you want Rice Krispies today? And we'll try and let her decide, let her get involved with the decision making. Communicate her, ask her. She's a little person. To communicate with her. So if she can't decide, we'll get them out and we'll get the Weetabix box and show her, and we'll get the Rice Krispies box and show her. And if we still get the gut feeling that it might end in a tantrum, well, then we'll make her both. She can have a Rice Krispies and she can have a Weetabix. And that's just an example. Or she might want a bowl. Okay, you can have your bowl, darling. What colour do you want? Get involved with her, talk to her, try and get it going. Try and get the communication lines open before the tantrum even starts. I think she really appreciates the fact that she can be involved. She can talk now, as I said. So she wants to give us answers. She wants to tell us what she wants. She's not a baby anymore. She doesn't want just things thrust upon her. She wants us to talk to her and open up those communication lines so she can be involved and treated like a little person. And we find that that's been really, really helpful. So we try and nip it in the bud. When we think the tantrum might be coming, we'll try and talk to her first and come up with ideas. Or if it looks like something might be leading to a tantrum, we'll distract her. So if she's downstairs getting annoyed with something in particular, or she's doing something and she's pushing it a little bit, we'll be like, okay, sweetheart, why don't we go upstairs and bounce on the bed? And she'll go, okay. And then she'll go straight to the stairgate and off she goes up, holding one of our hands. But we're trying to sense when they're coming and we're trying to nip it in the bud before it gets there. At times it doesn't always happen and it does turn into a full-blown tantrum. And then we need to go through the different process. But yeah, communication has been a godsend for us in solving the tantrum and help stop them in the first place. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this advice will help you as well. Communication, it's brilliant. Thank you. Bye-bye.